What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. WandaVision, episode 4, and it hit the fan in episode 3. Things are starting to kind of become more clear about what's going on here.
Really.
They punched you in the face that this is obviously, like, if you couldn't figure it out through episodes 1 through 3, they really hit you hard in that last episode at the end that obviously Wanda is living in an alternate world that isn't real because they've got people observing. She or someone threw Geraldine through a portal, essentially, and flopped back into, like, the real world where it looked like there was, like, a stadium set up in terms of what Wanda's world was.
Well, she didn't like what Geraldine had to say, so she's like, get out. Basically. Get out of my whatever's the fuck is happening.
Yeah, which was really crazy that she brought up Ultron. It's not something that I was really expecting. Wanda had twins within an episode of television, which is amazing. No mess, no issues. She's walking around doing things. Piece of cake. Wanda's very powerful. But yeah, like the fact that she had twins and she's a twin and they brought up her brother and just, you could tell that pain, I mean, that pain never goes away. But like, the fact that they brought that trauma back is such an interesting thing. And I wasn't sure if that's where we were going. I didn't think we were going to go and touch on something like that. But here we are, and she got sent out because of it. And there's some weird...
I really liked Geraldine.
Yeah.
So...
I mean, she, right off the bat, was like a big question mark when she showed up, because I think the first thing she even said was like, I don't even know what I'm doing here. So...
Well, the neighbors were like, she has no home.
Well, that whole interaction was very weird because it feels like they're together working through some things. Mm-hmm. And they were almost about to tell Vision something, and then they didn't tell Vision something.
And the neighbor is like, gotta go!
Yeah, she like hit you with that big smile, and she's like, okay, bye. And Herb was just like, yep, see you later. And yeah, these episodes... Things have progressively just gotten weirder and weirder, and actions have gotten more off and off. Geraldine had a logo on. It was the same logo that was on the toy helicopter that was one of the first weird things that popped up in episode 2 because it was in color. Where we were going, what is exactly happening, again, I don't think much has changed. I think it's kind of slanted a little bit more to the idea that this is being controlled by Wanda.
Right.
But that there's still obviously a lot of other people involved who are behind the scenes, like a television production, controlling and producing the stuff. It almost felt like that last scene where they had the spotlight on Geraldine and they all the cars rushed up. It felt very much like a SHIELD Hydra type of situation where people are on call, everyone is aware, people are watching, and they're just like on call for immediate action kind of thing.
What if they're trying to distract Wanda, so they're like keeping her busy in this thing, in this little world of while they're doing stuff to her?
I mean,
and like certain people are able to like come through like through the radio, and
that, I mean, the radio thing is one of the...
I'm just throwing shit out there to see what sticks.
The voice through the radio is one of the things that threw me off my original idea of where we were going with this show. Because, again, we keep talking about, like, Truman Show, because I feel like that's the most obvious example of what we might be dealing with here, with the idea that Wanda's obviously in more control over what Truman had in his world, obviously, because Wanda is special, she's got crazy powers, and I don't know if you were ever going to be able to just tone those down. She's always going to be able to probably overpower everybody else because she's always been one of the more powerful being, if not the most powerful being around all of the folks, especially in the Avengers. It'd be a wonderful fight to see Wanda fight all of them and probably win because her powers are ridiculous. Yes. But the idea that even in Truman, that there were moments where people were trying to subtly give him hints like, hey, by the way, this is what's really happening. I feel like the radio call was one of those specific moments that someone was trying to get through to Wanda and be like, who's doing this to you? What is going on? Or you're talking, the thing that you just mentioned just sent another light bulb off in my head. Could that be her conscience? Someone, like you just said, if someone's working on her.
Right.
What if that's...
They're just like a bunch of like...
What if that radio was actually what she was hearing? Her actual consciousness was actually hearing someone talk to her whose voice I still couldn't really pinpoint. Like, I feel like there's so many different options about what the hell could be going on. I think we both are 100% agreement. Vision's dead. He's just in this world as a character. Oh, he is dead. We knew that.
He has to be, because...
But he's not really part of this. He's not really, like, involved.
Right.
He's kind of just wandering around, kind of clueless, kind of just living... I don't know how. I don't know under what scenario. I don't know how his character or his being is being controlled or manipulated or any of that stuff. I feel like he's the only one who's kind of being himself. Everyone else feels staged.
Yes.
Wanda feels like she doesn't have any clue what's going on, but is in a level of control because we've seen two different moments now where she has either rewound or altered a conversation or a moment. Episode 2, she rewound when the bee dude came up, and then while she was sitting there talking to Vision, she kind of like stopped him. Yeah, she stopped him, and then he started saying something else that was more pleasant, obviously. So just... where this is going, it's just so fascinating. The storytelling is so good. We've had 3 commercials now, 2 Hydras, and a Stark. So I think that's really interesting.
Also to go along with the Pleasantville thing, it's like the main character, he knew what was happening. No one else that lived in the community knew what was happening.
I never saw this, so I don't know.
So Tobey Maguire is in that city. No one else knows what's going on, but the guy, the actor that gave the remote to Toby, is like talking to him through the TV. Like, what are you doing? Don't be changing stuff around here. Pleasantville is Pleasantville for a reason, basically. Like, keep things... But then everything started to turn to color when things started to...
Interesting.
When people started to think on their own.
So, you think we're dealing with a scenario where things started shifting when Wanda started having more consciousness about what's going on? Or do you think someone else is controlling the color, putting the toy in there, the blood?
I don't know. So many things.
I mean, clearly the heads are spinning. The show's done a fantastic job with just creating the mystery of what the hell's happening. Nikki and I love escape rooms, so we love puzzles and we love trying to figure things out. So this show is just like... we could probably sit here for an hour just trying to just talk and trying to theorize and figure out what the hell's happening. But why should we do that when we got an episode to watch?
Yep.
You ready?
Yep.
Let's go.
Monica.
What the fuck?
Oh, she says I can't leave Monica. This is...
oh, getting undusted?
Undusted.
Ooh. What?
Simi, go back. We're all coming back. We don't have the capacity.
Oh my god.
Do you have a phone? No. I have to call my wife.
Oh.
Dude.
Whoa.
Oh, Dr. Harlan, thank God.
I can't believe it. Where did you go?
Well, I've been in her room since she came back from the surgery. I mean, I might have fallen asleep, but no longer than 20 minutes.
They thought they were only asleep for 20 minutes.
Your mom, she died, honey.
We were gone for 5 years.
No, you're mistaken. My mother, the procedure went well.
The cancer came back.
Okay, stop. My mom is Maria Rambeau.
I don't understand what's happening, but you need to listen to me. Maria died 3 years ago.
No.
Which was 2 years after you...
After I what?
Holy shit, I just got
She
chills.
disappeared.
Damn.
Wow. I did not know we were going there.
Oh, that's cool. Oh, that's wild.
This is the first time we saw someone get undusted.
But that's... oh,
Could you
I didn't even think about all that shit, about what it was like to be undusted and everybody just came back.
10 years or 5 years
20
and they
minutes.
thought it was 20 minutes. That's gotta be such a mind fuck.
Well, I mean, that guy that's like, do you have a phone? Do you have a phone? His wife probably was dusted and was like, I need to call my wife. Wow. Sword headquarters.
Oh, there's the
There's
logo.
some-
Okay.
The blip brings back I didn't. I can't. Okay.
Alright, we're in like full HD 16:9 now, and
Good morning. I work here.
If you did, your badge would work, wouldn't it?
Right. I have a meeting
Hey,
with
you know who this is?
this guy.
Captain Monica Rambeau,
Director Tyler Hayward.
acting director. You haven't aged a day.
And you look old as hell.
Come on, let's get you up. The world's not the same as you left it. Space is now full of unexpected threats.
Always was. Full of threats and allies.
so they said 3 weeks. So it's been 3 weeks since the Avengers won
Right.
in Endgame.
I know Sword's your home. Your mom built this place from the ground up. You grew up here. You should have been here to help name the replacement.
You were the obvious choice.
I was the only choice.
I wasn't gonna say it. Tyler.
The FBI is in a tizzy over a missing persons case.
You don't have to worry about me. I'm good.
You're grounded. Terrestrial missions only.
Whose protocol is this?
Your mother's. She implemented guidelines in the event vanished personnel ever returned. Look, I know it's a raw deal, but there is one positive takeaway. She believed you'd come back. You'd be doing me a big favor with this FBI thing, but if you need more time,
No, I'm good to go.
keep me updated, Captain.
Is Wanda the missing person?
That's what I'm thinking.
Is this like
But
a
how?
is this like a flashback to before?
They find her? Because I assume that when they find her, that's when they put that whole. Oh,
Westview.
Westview.
Oh,
Name's E. Wu,
Hey!
FBI.
What's the story here, Agent Wu?
Got a witness set up down the road in Westview, and this morning it looked like he flew the coop.
Your missing person is in the witness protection program.
I have contacted known associates, relatives.
And let me guess, none of them have seen him either.
No, none of them have ever heard of him.
Wait, you're talking about Ant-Man?
Pardon me, Sheriff, would you mind repeating your claim about Westview to my colleague here?
No such place.
You're saying the town of Westview, New Jersey doesn't exist.
That's what I keep telling your G-man here, but he won't listen.
What the fuck?
I see. I'm sorry, what town are you from?
Eastview.
Thank you, Sheriff. I'll reach out if we need any further assistance.
okay.
Fuck?
I pulled phone numbers for all the residents. I'm only through the D's, but so far I got diddly squat.
So you can't reach anyone inside and everyone on the outside has some sort of selective amnesia.
This isn't a missing persons case, Captain Rambeau. It's a missing town. Population 3,892.
Why haven't you gone inside to investigate?
Because it doesn't want me to. You can feel it too, can't you? Nobody's supposed to go in.
Oh, that's Wanda.
Cool.
Oh, that's a drone. It's not a toy.
No, but that didn't look like
It
that.
didn't look like that, but it had the logo
Why
on
is
it.
it that you have an awareness of Westview? Or me, for that matter? Is it because we are outside of a certain radius? Or maybe because we don't have a personal connection?
What?
Wanda like created a giant like dome of some sort.
That is so cool.
What is it?
Some sort of energy field.
Captain Rambeau. Watch it. Rambeau. Captain Rambeau.
Shit.
Captain Rambeau.
I don't even know what I'm doing here.
Shit.
Dude, I think you nailed it.
Hey.
What movie was she in?
What's your field?
She was in Two Broke Girls on TV.
Boy Scout leader, got it.
I forget.
Nuclear biology.
Artificial intelligence.
Astrophysics. We got the full clown car. It means whatever the threat is, Sword clearly has no idea what they're dealing with.
I'm a chemical engineer.
No one cares.
Oh, alright.
And this is the camp that we saw outside when Geraldine got thrown.
Yeah.
Rambeau.
Rambo. I love that.
Please remind me which movie she's in. I'm drawing a blank.
I know her name is Kat Dennings.
Miss Lewis,
Dr. Lewis.
we have your gear set up inside.
Those drones you're sending in, what kind of data are you getting?
I'm afraid that's highly classified.
You can't see anything? FBI, Army, saw the Air Force Office of Special Investigations out there. A bona fide joint multi-service response. Really looking forward to the commemorative t-shirt.
Love her.
Somewhere a lady can get a cup of coffee? Whoa. I mean, whoa.
What are you getting?
A colossal amount of CMBR.
CM.
Cosmic microwave background radiation. There are longer wavelengths superimposed over the noise here. I need a TV, an old one, not flat.
What the hell?
So then she can watch it.
Is she the one that was watching in the like when they pulled out?
Maybe.
These swords will take you straight into town. Try to find anything you can on Rambeau.
So whatever comes into that town looks like whatever would normally belong in that town, like a beekeeper suit, not whatever suit that is. And like the little drone helicopter didn't look like that going in, but when it came in,
or it's whatever Wanda wants to see.
Yes, whatever Wanda wants it to be, right?
Who are those people? What are you wearing? Why are they here? You don't know. I'm not going to tell you.
Is that?
It looks like her.
You move at the speed of sound.
Oh, yeah.
Look, I know it's been a crazy few years on this planet, but he's dead, right? Not blipped, dead.
What am I looking at? Where's this coming from?
Out there.
Is it happening in real time? Is it recorded, fabricated?
I don't know, and I don't know.
What do you know?
My equipment registered an extremely high level of CMBR. Entwined was a broadcast frequency, so I had your goons pick me up a sweet vintage TV, and when I plug this bad boy in, sound and picture.
Dinner is served.
So you're saying the universe created a sitcom starring 2 Avengers?
It's a working theory.
Oh my god. This is fascinating.
Aww.
Right? They're so cute.
Yep, and that's the end of episode 1.
That was her.
First and foremost, our main objective is to get any intel on Captain Rambeau. But originally, this case was a missing person, so we're going to start there. We successfully identified 2 individuals inside the Westview anomaly. Let's keep going.
Mr. and Mrs. Hart, played by Todd and Sharon Davis.
Abhilash Tandon as Norm.
Is Vision alive?
You got Isabel Matsueda, cast as Beverly.
John Collins is Herb. She seem okay to you?
Doesn't appear to be harmed in any way, but that is definitely not the boss lady I met yesterday.
So what, do you cover? Monica has to play along?
With whom? Or else what? What are we looking at here? Is it an alternate reality, time travel, some cockamamie social experiment?
It's a sitcom, a 1956.
50s.
Told you.
Man, we're working with the same scarcity of intel. I do have an idea. You've seen that radio on Wanda's kitchen counter, right? We'll shoot a signal to that little guy. This transmitter will mimic the frequency of the broadcast, and if my theory is right, allow us to speak directly to her. This is totally gonna work. Don't touch that.
So that's how they were able to get a voice through to the radio.
What is it? Like a retro version of a sword drone?
Bingo.
But how did it change and why?
Let's go with the production design.
Or render it useless?
Why'd you colorize it?
I didn't.
It's got some big actors in this. I love it.
Marvel.
Yeah.
Marvel's got all the big stars.
Radio on the side table. Start talking.
Oh, it's him.
Wanda, can you read me? Over. Wanda. Who's doing this to you, Wanda? Wanda, can you hear me? Here to help.
Pop quiz, Wanda.
Wait, that was weird.
What was?
She blipped it.
Good effort, Doctor.
So she's controlling even that feed or whatever's happening.
So,
this is so interesting.
like, the beekeeper. interesting. Oh no. Oh, jump rope.
So
Oh, that's
interesting.
so crazy. It was the emblem.
Wow, this is such a trip.
It is.
1950s, 1960s, and now the 70s.
There you go.
Why does it keep switching time periods? It can't be purely for my enjoyment, can it?
I can't believe Wanda and Vision are having a baby. I thought about it for sure.
Oh, he's perfect.
Twins. What a twist. But I'm invested.
Did she just say the name Ultron? Has that happened before? A reference to our reality?
No, never.
I think you should leave. Oh, Wanda, don't be like that.
Wow, this is different.
What happened? Where'd she go?
No idea.
It's glitching when she's changing things.
1 second, Monica is standing right there, and the next she isn't. Someone is censoring the broadcast.
But where's Rambeau?
Wow. This got really good.
Who are you? I don't know.
I'm just your neighbor.
Then how did you know about Ultron? You're not my neighbor. And you're definitely not my friend. You are a stranger. Right now, you are trespassing here. And I want you to leave.
Oh shit, dude.
This is all in Wanda's control. This is how she wants it to be. Her little life with
Perfect.
Vision. Okay.
Wanda, where is Geraldine?
Wow. Wow.
Oh, she left, honey. She had to rush home.
Oh, God.
What? What is it? What's wrong?
That's awful.
We don't have to stay here. We can go wherever we want.
No, we can't. This is our home.
Are you sure?
I have everything under control.
Literally.
Oh my god. That was a Thanos vision when he ripped the stone out of his head.
Yeah.
It's Wanda. It's all Wanda.
Oh my god.
Well, what should we watch tonight?
This is so damn interesting.
Yeah. I
Oh.
could watch a whole nother episode after this. Wow.
Just, it's taking us places that I had no idea we were. I didn't think we were going to get to see someone undusted.
Who comes up with this stuff? Genius.
So good. Just seeing, like, we got to see so many people get dusted.
Yes.
And so many people just completely disoriented as people are being dusted. We actually got to see the other side of it.
Yeah.
When the Avengers won, good old Hulk snapped everyone back. And just chaos and confusion. Seeing now that they were like we got to see Ant-Man, obviously. But Ant-Man came through the quantum realm and
Yeah.
like he was
That
in a
was
panic.
different.
He was in a panic for a different reason.
Yeah.
But it's one of those things where like seeing everyone that got undusted went straight to a fight. We never got to really like experience that.
Yeah.
We kind of got to with Spider-Man to an extent. Like some of those moments were touching, but that moment in the hospital felt so different.
Yeah.
And that was
Chaos.
just so interesting to see. And just the mindset of like, oh, I was gone for 20 minutes. Like, no, you were gone for 5 years. And the fact that like,
I mean, they literally had no room because people were appearing out of nowhere. And now they're full
Just
capacity.
so
Holy
insane.
shit.
Just so crazy. That's being able to see that was so cool.
Yes,
I did not know
that.
we were going to get that in one of these Disney shows. That is so awesome. Just a completely different perspective.
Yeah.
Because they touched on it a little bit in Far From Home with like reunions and things and people being happy to see each other. But actually in the moment, people coming back and just the chaos and confusion was just, wow. So cool.
Yeah.
That was so cool. Took a quick pause to check what... It was driving me absolutely crazy not being able to pin what movie she was in. She was in Thor. The Thor movies are probably my least favorite, which is why I couldn't pin it, even though Thor is easily one of my favorite characters in the MCU.
It's fantastic.
I mean, minus Fat Thor. I didn't like... Infinity War Thor is probably my favorite. I think he was incredible. Like, I think that was my favorite Thor. But that's why, like, I knew I recognized her, but I think the Thor movies are the ones that I've seen the least. I've seen everything else like 500 times.
Yeah, honestly, I don't think I've seen the original Thor movie.
You have. We watched them all in build up to catch up.
Because then I would have remembered, like, oh, she's from Thor.
Yeah.
No, I don't think I watched that.
Oh, maybe you didn't watch Thor.
I'll go watch it.
Wow. I guess we didn't watch everything. I thought, well, I've seen all the Thor movies. I guess you didn't see everything. It was definitely driving me nuts because I knew I'd seen her before. I wasn't sure if she, like, I assumed she was in one of the movies that I didn't see 25 times because I'm usually pretty good about piecing faces into certain movies. But this is so fascinating that they were all just sitting there kind of just watching this all play out, trying to figure out what the hell's happening, and it's Wanda. It's all Wanda. You nailed it. You said that like 2 episodes ago.
That never happens. I never get shit right. So, yay me.
And it's so fascinating that all of the stuff is playing out around her. And
I didn't know how these people were integrated into it. That was crazy. They actually lived in wherever they were.
They're all missing
but now
people.
They are a part of her show.
Yeah, it's not a missing person, it's a missing town.
Yeah.
Wanda's got this whole town on lockdown where it doesn't even exist anymore.
Right.
Where all these people are gone. The thing that I'm still really curious about is how are these people living? How are they acting? Did she like mind wipe all of them to live in this like fantasy TV show world?
Yeah.
Or are these people living their lives as they think they should?
I think that she's got everybody under her control
Her spell.
of how
That's
they
a lot of people to
supposed
control.
be. She's very powerful.
She is very powerful.
That's what she said. I have everything under control.
Yeah.
Literally everything.
Like she even gave them names. They all have different names. Like this is on a whole different level of just like holy shit.
It's really cool. I really like it.
The slow, like the first 3 episode, like I don't really want to call like a 4 episode thing a slow burn, but the way they kind of built to this moment, it was done so well because again, they gave you a little bit more every episode. It was kind of like the breadcrumbs.
As it should be.
Yeah, like they were just leaving you like breadcrumbs and you were just getting closer and closer and closer. And there were some clues that made it obvious enough if you thought hard enough. And the fact that we watched a bunch of MCU leading up to this, watching this show, I think helped a lot. And
I think if you were going into this and you didn't know anything about Endgame or Infinity War or any of that stuff, I think you would be completely lost.
I don't know who's doing that, but just the fact that like maybe not a lot of people are watching stuff in build. I'm sure a lot of people did that as well. We tried, like we don't have a lot of free time, but we watched as much as we can leading up to this. We watched Ultron. We saw Endgame and Infinity War. It's all been on TV lately, and obviously we're watching it on Disney Plus and stuff. But like I watched Captain America, Winter Soldier, which actually had her mid-credit scene where she was officially like introduced, which was really interesting.
Holding up blocks.
Yeah, she was playing with blocks.
And there was blocks in the baby's room.
Yeah, just it's really, really fascinating how this story is being told, and ultimately. Now we need to know why. Is this her way of basically, I think it's kind of obvious why. Is it like her way of just coping with loss? Mm-hmm. Is it her way of just like, I'm going to control this environment. I'm going to make it all perfect.
So
I'm going to
that
make
she
it
can
sitcom.
continue to live her life with Vision. Her love. She was in love with him. So... I mean, don't we all wish we could do that? Yeah. If you lose someone, you want to be with them so badly.
Feels dangerous though.
Very, very. You're not facing reality. You are all in a dream world.
Yeah, and I mean,
what is going to happen when she snaps out of it?
Her level of mourning is on a whole different level because she could manipulate and change her entire universe. She created a bubble. She created her own bubble where essentially people can't really, like, they could get in, but they can't really affect anything.
Yeah.
Which is just, because again, she's on a whole another level of just powerful. She's got just her ability to manipulate and control the brain and the mind and just like move objects and control things and just zap people out of stuff. Like, I mean, one of my favorite lines of all the movies is from her when she's fighting old Thanos in Endgame, where she tells him, "You took everything from me." And he's like, "I don't even know who you are." And she's like, "You will." And she starts fucking him up, which causes him to like rain all over everything and just destroy all of his own people and stuff. Like, that line was just so insane. He's like, "You will."
Because you can see the pain.
Oh, yeah.
You can see it. That's terrible.
Because she's the one who showed back up too with the blip and just destroyed some shit. Because she also got, like, she saw Vision die and then got snapped. And it was like, fuck. Like, that is insane. And the fact that she comes back and now we know what these people in the exact moment that they came back were feeling. Like, she was probably, like, I actually want to go back and watch that scene now.
Me too.
In Endgame, where she comes back, because she is probably at her peak of her most emotional when she returns from the blip. They're calling it the blip. I don't know. Were they calling that in Endgame? I don't remember.
I don't know what they call it in this.
Certain things I don't remember, but I don't remember if they used that in Endgame or not, or even in Spider-Man. But yeah, I mean, this has hit a whole different level of what I was expecting going into it.
Same.
This is fascinating. This storytelling is super unique. Just everything that she's even capable of is just so unique. I'm at a level now where it's like, okay, what the hell is next?
Yeah.
Like, where is this going? What is her ultimate? Like, she can't hold a whole town of people hostage for the rest of their life.
She can.
I mean, she can, but it's like
she can do whatever the fuck she wants,
Yeah.
and she is doing whatever she wants.
As I please, as Nikki used to say.
Mm-hmm.
So
I do what I want.
This show has taken a whole new step forward and just mind blowing.
Good stuff.
So good, so interesting. Marvel and their just level of storytelling. Something Marvel just crushes in is their jokes. By the way, their way to weave in comedy is just second to none. Like,
it's good stuff.
It's the best. And like, we're dealing with like serious shit here, but there's always a way to get a joke in. It almost always lands. It's always something interesting and funny. I love it. Just fantastic. I am so excited for where this is going now. I wish we had the time and the ability to just sit and watch the rest of it, but
oh, I so would.
You guys need your videos edited, so we can't do that. So, yeah, so excited to continue this. Any other thoughts?
No.
All right, y'all, leave your comments down below. We will see you guys later. Bye.